This is Justin on Monday, November 7th, 2022, looking at SPX. So I'm zoomed out looking at Friday and Monday. And there was some interesting kind of mirror activity here. We had this triangle pattern, descending triangle, kind of midday on Friday. And I saw a very similar mirror pattern here of an ascending triangle. So descending here, ascending here, and this one broke out and ran for the rest of the day. And I thought, well, you know what? There's a potential that this could just collapse. And it didn't. It started to. And here we'll zoom in on the day here. So that was going through my mind just as I saw that pattern kind of showing up. I was in two bull trades through here with the 10 EMA. It's like this is taken. Actually, I think I was in over here. That candle looks more like it because that was a really nice hammer and then it moved up and I got in on a retest and it's like, okay, this really needs to get going. And then it had this little pullback and then it's like it started to move. It's like this is really not running like I expected. So I got out of one, I was about to get out of the other. Then this candle happened. It's like, okay. Yeah, full loss on that one. So that was not cool. But got a little gain on the other one. I exited over here right before this just because of that potential. It's like this is not running how I expected. And sure enough, it collapsed and actually didn't really collapse. It didn't break the low of the day, which is a really nice high wave candle, but it did come down and retest that, put in a hammer, and proceed to bounce and set up some more 10 EMA plays here and some more over here. And that was kind of like the better way to go, which I had said at some point in my video for Friday that I thought we were going to take out this high on Friday, or there was a potential because we had taken out a low and then maybe we could take out a high, and it didn't have that much strength to get back up there. But then it did today. You know, it had more strength today. It definitely consolidated. Um, so a different way to draw this, you know, initially it looked like this, but another way to draw that would really just be kind of like a choppy channel, and eventually you know, it kind of put in a double bottom here and kind of like a neckline retest, kind of wide, but it still counts. And then that broke out, uh, came back with a little bit of a flag here. I, I mean, this isn't much like if you picture like a flag, you know, like a real flag flying in the wind outside, it kind of looks like that. So this is kind of like a pattern flag because it can't go straight up. I mean, it can, but you know, it's I mean, straight like this, and then that's a flag, you know. Um, but anyway, this one just looks a little more drawn out, just as a really nice S curve. But put in some more 10 EMA plays. There were some great opportunities to play this bullish. Even this one right here was kind of your last good chance before it put in really a new high on the day up here, and then should get a bear candle, a little bit of profit taking, and then that really continued on up. Even if you were getting into this one over here, you had about the same opportunity all through this to buy at like 2 and a stop down at 1, and it would have worked. Even after this candle, so this was the 12:45 p.m. candle, and then the next candle triggered it, and this same candle you could have gotten in for 2. The next candle you could have gotten in for 2, even a little bit less, and a stop down at 1, and then you just hang on for the ride. And so that moved on up. It took out the high of the option high. This is the 3,800 call. It did end up taking that price out, but if you had just gotten in at 2 and taken profit at any point, even if we had retraced to here, you know, any of those trades going bullish, basically after it put in this low over here, you know, held this higher low, buying any of the or buying at $2 on the 3,800 call would have worked. Not buying at any price, but buying at really off of this low. Like let's say we hold this low, so let's put a stop a little bit below that, and then look to buy $1 above that. You know, so if your stop is at 2, as at 1, your entry should be at 2, or your stop is at 0.5, and your entry should be at 150. And it looked like that would have filled through here. That would have been a little bit of some blind buying, but that still actually would have worked to pick up some sort of this basing that was going on here. Um, and then we ended up getting a really nice rally. So the puts, there were some opportunities to go bearish over in here. Really didn't get a great 10 EMA play. kind of these candles, but after this big move, and then this was part of the flag. This would need to be just a pretty quick play here. Let's see. I just had 3,800 put up just to see like how much value that lost. But at that point earlier, let's see, maybe the 37.50 would have been that one. Yeah, even that didn't move very much further there. So that would have just been like a scalp. That really would have been it. So not so much on the bear side there. Let's see, 37.75. We can see if that's anything else, but that would have been much more expensive. Yeah, so from here and then maybe buying at like 11 and stop at 10. No, that still would have been in here. So you would have had to wait for the trigger at like 12 and get in low below. So I think that would have been too hard to play that bearish by buying a put through here. So I think the real way to play this today was bullish with move here with the 10 EMA play. There were some really great setups with even back over here. There were some really nice setups, even though it didn't actually work. I mean, it could have worked very, very short term, kind of like a quick scalp sort of move. But you need to wait a while. You need to wait really into the afternoon to get the best move out of that. And so, yeah, we just had a better consolidation, got through all this chop, and then it's like, okay, picking a direction, and that's where it moves up here. So, hope this helps. This is Justin. Thanks.